Okay. It's been fun, like, picking up, you know. That's the way I look at it. My whole thing is about the perspectives and the things that we give attention to. You know, that influences our lives. So it's, you know, it's a good pep talk for oneself. Yeah, and for that, and for all of us, all the time. My own little pep talk. Exactly.
Hey everybody. Namaste. Get started in just a few minutes. I'm just getting settled. I'm gonna light some good. Your other option is to come up here. Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good.
What? There might be, but you're here, so if you want to take those spots, the people who are coming in later could. Hi, Erin.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right? What does this shirt say? Oh, that's one of the emails to that.
Oh, they go together?
Yeah, right on. I didn't know we were talking to me at first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, that's okay. Seems like I'm here.
Like for you.
You're fine. Oh, okay. Lynn, did you get a spot at the very end?
Well,
You did not.
and if somebody else, I was gonna go back there, but whoever comes in later. this is like- People like to text me on Sundays.
Yeah.
And I'm like, leave me alone.
That's horrible, but it's true.
Just the family.
And then
I love your clothes. Thank you. I think those.
I feel like I'm doing that a lot. These actually fit. What's that?
The orphans.
Oh, yeah, they do. I am. I have tomatoes in my garden that are actually like, they're orange red at this point. It's so cool. I've never been able to grow full tomatoes before.
And this is my first year doing it too, because the weather was so nice in May. I was like, I'll experiment and get it. I have cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, I have luck with little cherries, but I've never had luck with full size.
Yeah, I thought I was getting full size. I'm like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, right? Either way, it's like, I'll eat them. We have a great crop too. Two harvests, but the second harvest I waited 2 months to harvest it and it was bitter. So we composted it yesterday.
That's exciting. It's hard to do that.
Yeah. My strawberries haven't done anything.
I have
Peppers? Yeah,
Oh, really?
I just went, I finally have full size tomatoes. Like I bought full size tomatoes. And I didn't expect them to do anything. I didn't even buy cages for them. Because I was like, I've never had lots of them. And they're like orange and red and I'm so excited. Every morning when I go out and look at the garden, I'm like, yeah. So I finally got potatoes. And I put them on and I accidentally broke the heads off. But I was like, whatever, you guys are doing. Are you surprising?
spine, Sylvia and Miriam and Tamala?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have Cheetos and we have this one bell pepper that's like dark green and it's got red streaks on it. Michael at first was like, I think it was dying, and I was like, no, I touched it, it's firm, it's good to go, it's still growing. And then it's got like, I was like, look at the reds on there, it's starting to like make its own color. And I was like, I'm not complaining about that. That's wonderful to wake up and go outside and see.
All right, well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Namaste. Nice to see you guys all here. Joseph's behind all the things. Hi. Hi out there in Ethernet land. Thank you guys for being here. Let's go. Ready? So just go ahead and find a nice tall spine, comfortable seat. And we'll just take a moment to tune in. So if you will just allow your eyes to close. Give yourself just a few moments to check in with your physical body. So beginning on this, Annamaya Kosha, the physical form. This is, the physical body, but also translated as the food body. Of course, because you know how food fuels your body, right? What you put into this form. And then also how this form then in turn goes back to food for the earth, food for others. But before we get to that spot, right, just taking a moment to notice how you're feeling physically. Places that are open, places that are tight, places that feel strong, places that you're aware of, places maybe in the dark. And then aligning like the hips and the shoulders, so even moving the shoulders back just a little bit. And just settling into your physical form. And grounding here into the body. Okay, and then we move to the pranamaya kosha, the breath body. The pranic body. It's a little simplistic to think of it as just breath body. This pranamaya kosha encompasses your energy body as well. So really is the difference between like breathing and then experiencing prana. So you can breathe, and your breath moves into the lungs, but prana moves beyond the lungs. And this is why we say and talk about breath moving into the pelvic floor or into the different parts of the body, the abdomen, the legs, the feet, but also kind of up into the mind. And so checking in with just energy itself, which is interesting because it's always shifting, right? Always changing slightly. But I think of it as attuning to, how you're doing energetically. How do you feel like full of energy or depleted in some way? And just establishing the steadiness of your breath here. So inhaling for maybe 4 or 5 and exhaling for the same amount. And that leads us then to the manomaya kosha, the mental body, the mind, realm of the mind. So just now kind of stepping back and looking into the mind and noticing thoughts that are present, feeling or mood that's present. just observing. This is a celebration really of my teacher, Yoga Rupa, who has been teaching for 40 years. He celebrated, I think, his 40th day a couple days ago, 3 to 4 days ago. And the Para Yoga community has been kind of putting out little quotes every day. And the one that kind of hits me a lot that I'll share today, and I shared before, is that for every thought we have, there is a corresponding pranic ray. So this idea that energy follows thought. That where you put your attention, energy flows. And so in the mind, we start to just notice like what it is that's resonating in the mind, but then choosing an intention that's present and positive, a focus for the mind that illuminates and brightens. And I think that, of course, this is important, but oftentimes, we're told that it's supposed to be in words, but I think words are limiting. And so remember that you can open to sensing your intention through image or feeling, maybe even some sort of sound. I don't know, just kind of thinking outside the box as far as how you connect to an intention. And then take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's bring the hands together at the third eye center. So together in prayer, just honoring the power of the mind. Now, beyond the mind, the mental body, or Manamaya Kosha, is the wisdom body and bliss body. Really places that are accessed as we align mind, breath, and physical form. And so this is where asana comes in. Take a deep inhale. Exhale now, hands to heart center. And just rest the awareness in the heart. Take a moment to just open the expansive heart to everyone and anyone who may need a little bit of heart light, which, really is everybody. So we remember from this place that we are deeply connected to the source itself, and fill our own being with that endless well of love, endless stream of support and encouragement, and then just blast that out through the heart to everyone and anyone. And then to help us align, we open with 3 rounds of Om. Take a deep inhale first. Exhale it all out. Inhale for Om. As you exhale, just sweetly bow the chin into the chest and then release the hands and allow the eyes to open. And let's begin standing, please, at the top of the knees. So give yourself just a few moments to find Tadasana. Lift and spread your toes, right? Shift your weight just a little bit forward and back. You can go a little side to side as well. And then just kind of bend the knees and ground down in through the feet. So inner and outer ball of the foot, right? Inner and outer heel of the foot. The weight will come just slightly forward into the front part, into the ball, even though your heels will stay rooted. Give the knees a little bit of bend and then draw energy up the legs into the navel. As you exhale, pull the navel back. And sense Mula Bandha, so the base of the body rises in and up, and then that fuels an opening in the front of the chest, and sense the heart open. Let your shoulders roll back and down, and lift now up into the front of the head and the third eye and the crown. Take your next inhale to lift the arms to the sky. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Remember, you can take arms to the sides or out in front of you. Release the hands, lift the arms again to the ceiling. Inhale, ground down as you reach up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good. One more time, inhale, arms to the ceiling. Stay here now on your exhale. Just gently relax the shoulders down. Try not to force them down. Just let them soften. Okay. Soften the knees a little bit. Now take the left wrist in your right hand, lengthen the left side of the body on your inhale and exhale, stretch over to the side. Allow your eyes to relax. Awareness to draw inward. And just ground as equally as you can through your feet, even though you're stretching one side longer than another. Come up to center on your inhale. Switch out the hands, reach up, and then as you exhale, stretch over to the opposite side. So this is another, gem from my studies with Yoga Rupa about the koshas and how asana is working to align, again, body, breath, and mind. Inhale up to center. Bend your elbows now, lean your upper body back. Shift your hips slightly forward. Inhale, arms to the sky again. And then exhale again, lean back. So elbows draw out. Inhale, lift up. Think of the shoulder blades scooping right behind the heart. Now stay here, take a big breath in. Fold forward and interlace the hands behind your back. Draw the shoulder blades together behind you as you breathe into the chest. And then exhale, extend the arms overhead and relax the head and the neck and the jaw. Anyway, there's a way of, there are lots of different perspectives on teachings. Many different avenues or roads, paths to the same place. And take another breath in. Just one more breath out. Release your hands to your shins now. Lift up halfway. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Pull the navel in and reach through the crown. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Good. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Good. Set your hands to the earth. Take an inhale and an exhale. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. And let's just place that right knee to the floor. Put your right foot back and lift both arms to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the front of the left thigh. And just kind of bend that knee. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And exhale, bend. So there's a system, inhale, straighten the leg, just keep going. There's a system of understanding the koshas in that, again, we're aligning these lower three bodies to open us to wisdom and bliss. Exhale, bend in. Stay here now with the left knee bent. Slide the left hand back to the hip, lift the right arm to the sky. And then exhale and reach the right arm back. Draw the left shoulder onto the back as well. That's it. And breathe into the front of the heart. Lift the chest up towards the sky. Bend that left knee. Inhale, come up to center, straighten the front leg. And exhale, hands to the earth. Consider there's a system, the same system considers the lower three layers of the body, not lower, lesser, right? Remember, lower, more manifest. Consider these one body. They call it Atma Puri, the dwelling place of the soul. Atma is your individual soul, and Puri means dwelling place or city, S-I-T-Y. Take an inhale here, and one more exhale. Good, step forward onto that left foot, lift the right knee from the ground. Just pause here for a moment. You can take a deep breath and lift into the front of the chest. Exhale, stay. Now think about drawing your right hip forward and your left hip back. So there's a little scissor of the inner thighs that happens here. You can ground the way through the heel of your left foot. And then lightly lower the hands and inhale, lift both arms to the sky. Now on your exhale, bring your hands to the heart center and bend your left knee, hover it above the earth. And then straighten the left, through the left heel, reach up. Straighten even the left leg and then exhale, bend. Left knee, drop left or right knee to the floor. That's it. Inhale, lift up. Good. And exhale, come in. One more time. Inhale, press down and reach up. And then exhale. Good. Extend just the right leg straight here. Now breathe in. Step up to the top of the mat, breathe out. Inhale, arms to the sky. Full forward, exhale. We lift up halfway, inhale. And then step left foot back, lunge. Drop the knee to the earth, point your left toes back. And then on your inhale, lift the right arms to the sky. And as you exhale, the hands to the heart, and onto that right knee. And then straighten the leg. Follow your breathing. Exhale and bend. Remember that if you need to take an extra breath somewhere, that's fine. This is not about keeping up with me or anyone else, even any expectation you have for your own self, but aligning body, breath, and mind. Good, just one more time, straighten the leg, and then bend. Stay here now, lift both arms to the sky. Exhale. Okay, another breath in, and then exhale, take that right hand to the top of the right thigh. Keep the left arm lifted, draw the shoulders onto the back. Pull the abdomen in. That's it. Take another inhale and one more exhale. Straighten the front leg, inhale and exhale, the hands to the earth under the shoulders. Take the ball that right foot from the floor. And just breathe in and out. So present with the body and how the body moves. And present with how, really attuned to how your breath starts to open the physical form. And then even how your breath influences your mind. Just take one more inhale here. And one more exhale. And then step forward, walk the hands forward, lift the left knee from the ground. Pause. Okay. Ground down through the heel of that right foot. Squeeze and hug the inner thighs together, and then inhale, lift both arms to the ceiling. And on your exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Now bend the left knee, hover it above the earth, breathe in and out. And then press down, inhale and lift up. Straightening the right leg, exhale, bend the knee. And drop that left knee toward the floor. Inhale up. Good, exhale. Try and relax the eyes. Soften the jaw. Inhale. Feel the strength of the posture coming really from that right heel. Let's come up one more time. Inhale. And then exhale in. Now just stay here for a moment. Breathe in. And breathe out. Straighten the left knee. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms to the sky. Full forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Plant the hands, step back, plank pose. And just pause for a moment here. Spread through the top of the soles of the feet. Remember that you can always take your knees to the ground here. Shoulders draw onto the back. Navel firms. Take another inhale and another exhale. Inhale, shift the weight forward and then bend your elbows and lower all the way down to the ground or drop your knees and then chest to the floor. Point the toes, lift the heart, inhale, cobra. Exhale and lower. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale and lower. And one more time, inhale, relax the legs. Breathe into the front of the chest, lift the heart. Exhale and lower down. Get to child's pose, please. And just pause. Turn the palms open towards the sky. Stretch the hips back over the heels as you relax the head down to the ground. And breathe in and out. So the more focused the mind is on what's happening here in the body, the more really embodied you become. The more embodied you become, the more aware of how energy creates the form, like influences the form, right? Just take another breath in and another breath out. Turn the palms down to the ground. Inhale, lift the hips, curl your toes under, straighten your legs, and press up and back for downward dog.
And just give yourself a few moments in down dog. Bend your knees one at a time. Now, what I think is really interesting and super cool about asana is that it interfaces us with what has happened before, what has come from the past. Let's just hold the legs here now. A little bend to those knees as the sitting bones rise. Relax down. So that if you're in a posture, you might have a flash of memory come to surface, or something that comes up from something that has happened before, a realization, an awakening of sorts. On your inhale, lift the right leg to the sky, and then exhale, pull the foot all the way through to the top of the mat. Come up, warrior two. Inhale, and exhale. So just take a minute in the pose to find your alignment. Okay, align the right heel with the mid-arch or heel of the back foot. And then right knee bends nice and deep. Feel free to adjust your stance. Extend the arms, turn your palms to face the sky. Draw the shoulders on the back as you bend that right knee. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, reach forward, place right elbow to knee and lift the left arm up and overhead. Now take an inhale through the left arm. As you exhale, sweep the arm down to the ground. Take it back up and overhead again. And exhale. When those flashes of memory come to surface, and sometimes we're aware of them and awake to them, and sometimes they come so fast we don't even notice, right? But what we're working to do is have the mind be so present that we notice when they come to surface. Next time your arm reaches to the sky, stretch it straight up to the ceiling, and then extend your right hand down to the ground. And set the hand right on that right ankle. Turn your palm to face out. You could grab the ankle if you like. Or you could free the hand from the ankle and turn the palm out. Now breathe into the front of the chest and now pull the navel strongly in so your right hip moves down and under the body. Oh my gosh, take a breath in here and a breath out. Lead with the left arm, come all the way back to stand. Straighten the right leg and pivot the toes to face the side and hands to the hips. Take an inhale, lift the heart, look up to the ceiling. Exhale and lean back. Inhale up to center and then fold forward. Take the hands down to the ankles. Pause here for a moment, take a breath in and then a breath out. All right, hands to the floor under the shoulders, lift the torso parallel to the floor. Exhale, set your left hand down to the ground underneath you. Inhale, lift the right arm to the sky. And exhale, release it. So let's just kind of move into this a little bit. Inhale, lift the right arm up. And as you reach the right arm to the sky, get back into the left hip. Exhale the hand down. Inhale the right arm up again. And exhale it down. Last one, inhale the arm to the ceiling and now stay here. Exhale, twist. Put a little bend to those knees. You press down into the floor. Shift the weight forward in the ball of the foot. Maybe even walk that left hand forward a bit. Now there's lots of space in the torso for your breath. So fill the lungs. Pull the navel in and turn the heart open to the side. Oh my gosh, there you are. Now maybe smile at it, love on it. Yay, body. Yay, breath. Yay, mind. Yay, yoga. Take another inhale. And then exhale, release that right hand to the foot. Just hold for a moment. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Okay, and then let's do the other side. Lift up. Inhale and exhale that right hand underneath you. Inhale, take the left arm to the sky. Exhale and release it down. As you open to the left, remember where you're coming from that right leg. Exhale. Good. It's not all about just expanding, right? But finding the balance. It's the same with balancing body, breath, and mind. One more time. Inhale the arm to the sky. Exhale it down. Then we lift the arm up and hold. Stay. Okay, you can lighten the load in your hands. So come up onto the fingertips of that right hand if you want. Notice the legs, bend your knees a little and shift the weight forward. Maybe even walk that right hand forward a bit. And now breathe into the torso, pull the navel in and turn the heart open. Relax the eyes, soften the jaw. Beautiful. Good, you guys. Take one more inhale. Right to the heart, one more exhale, twist. Last breath in, reach up. And then exhale the hands to the floor. Pause here, take an inhale breath. And exhale. Good. Hands to the earth, under the shoulders, lift up halfway. We're gonna walk back to the top of the mat. So turn your right foot forward. Lift the left heel from the floor so you're in runner's low lunge. That right hand still to the outside of the right foot. You're gonna take an inhale breath here. And then exhale, step to the top of the mat, fold. Bend the knees, lift the arms, chair pose. Exhale, stay. Inhale to stand, press through the heels. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Good, you shift the weight into the left foot now. Bend the right knee, reach back and capture the right foot in your hand. Let's just pause for a moment. Remember, if you have a wall nearby, you want to move to the wall, that's fine for balance. Do the best you can to imagine that right foot still on the floor. So again, like energy follows thought, right? So if you imagine that the right foot is on the earth, notice how that might change the stability of the pose. Depends on what the next thought is, because the next thought could easily be, well, my right foot's not on the floor. Take another breath in, and then another breath out. Now release the right foot and bring the knee forward in front of you. Interlace the hands behind the right hamstring and then extend the right leg straight. Press through the sole of the foot like the floor was on the sole of your right foot. That's it. Now press down through your left leg and lift into the heart. Exhale, spread your toes. Whee. Now maybe you get a little smile, a little levity. And then exhale, set your foot to the earth. Good, just kind of shake it out a little bit. Breathe in and out. Okay, just come to stand. Lift the arms to the sky. Fold forward on your exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Plant your hands and jump, step, or walk back. You can bend your elbows and lower all the way to the floor or stomp into chaturanga. You can use your knees. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. Broaden the collarbones, reach for the crown. Good downward dog, exhale. Next breath in. Breath out. Good breath in. And breath out. All right, and then one more inhale. And one more exhale. Lift the left leg to the sky as you breathe in. Stretch your back. Exhale and pull the foot through to the top of the mat. Word two. Inhale. And exhale. I think that, there's stages, of course, in our practice. And more, I think what the posture practice is helping us attune to is that more subtle, subtle being in the energy body, the pranic body. Right? It's like understanding that your breath moves, or the breath itself moves far beyond just your lungs. And the same with your thoughts, right? They're not just in your head. They are expanding out around you all the time. Flip the palms to face the sky, and then bend that left knee, but rooting ground through the heel of the left foot, and then press through the right foot as well. Take another inhale, exhale, reach forward, elbow to knee, right arm overhead. Inhale here, and then exhale, sweep the hand down to the ground. Back up and overhead. Just take your time and move. Relax the eyes. Maybe even allow the eyelids to close. Or get heavy, remember your little Buddha gaze. And feel how, it's the same. The rotation of your arm is not just felt in the arm itself. Nothing is separate. Nothing stands alone. Next time the arm reaches to the sky, keep it there straight up out of the shoulder. And then extend that left hand, maybe, down toward the ground. Now use the breath in the chest to help open the legs. So breathe into the heart, lift the heart forward, but then now pull the navel in and kind of draw that left hip under. Oh my gosh. Reside in the center here at navel. Move the head back and the throat open, just drink it in. Right? These sensations don't last forever. Good, take one more inhale. And one more exhale. Lead with the right arm, inhale, always stand. Pivot the toes to the side, hands to the hips. This time, turn the toes out and the heels in. Take an inhale and exhale, bend the knees, slide the hands to the inner knees. And then let's come up, straighten the legs, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. It's probably time to chant. Inhale, lift up. Let's chant Om as you exhale. Again. As you sink down, sense energy rise through your crown. Do it twice more. One more time. Press down and lift up. Now stay here. Lift the arms to the sky. And now hear Om internally. So the sound of Om rises from the root, through the heart, through the third eye and crown. Sink down into the legs as you inhale. And sense the exhale moving the Om up through the central channel. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. And then inhale, straighten the legs. Pivot the toes in, the hands to the hips, heels out. Take a breath and lift the heart. Fold forward, exhale. While I breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in, breathe out. Good, you guys, one more. Inhale and exhale. Now, release your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift up just enough you can walk your hands over to the right foot. Maybe that left hand sneaks under the pinky toe side of the right foot or just grabs the right ankle, or maybe it doesn't make it all the way to the foot. That's okay. Take an inhale and exhale. Stretch the heart down toward the ankle. Relax the head and the neck and the jaw. Give your knees a little bend. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Good. Back to center. And now all the way over to the left. That right hand maybe sneaks underneath the left foot. Maybe to the ankle or just to the floor. Wherever the right hand goes, stretch back into the left hip. And now relax the head. I think of asana a lot of times as a way to dig into places that are still asleep or that are lying dormant. Just take another breath in and another breath out. And then back to center on your inhale. Exhale, fold. Lift up again as you breathe in, and then walk the hands towards the left foot or back to the top of the mat. Spin the right heel off the floor so you're in runner's lunge. Take an inhale and exhale. Remember the scissor of your inner thigh. So move that right hip forward, left hip back. Take another breath and lift the heart. Look up and then step forward. Exhale. Then the knees, lift the arms, Utkatasana. Exhale and stay. Inhale to stand. Hands to heart. Hands to hips. Take an inhale. Shift the weight to the right foot. Bend your left knee. Reach down and capture the foot in the hand. There's a little bit of you could think of it as like trickery, right? Like I'm tricking myself into thinking my left foot is on the floor when I know full well it's not. I'm tricking myself into believing everybody has the best intentions when maybe they don't, right? But you can think of it that way, and you can think of it as cultivating the positivity that is around, right? The light and the possibility that, yeah, maybe everybody could have the best intentions in mind. Maybe there's nothing behind what someone is saying to me, and they're just saying truth and speaking their from the aligned place. Take another inhale and another exhale. Release the left foot, then inhale, bring it forward. And release the hands behind the left hamstring and then extend the left leg forward. But as much as you extend out, hug back in. There you go. There's the strength. Right? And breathe in and breathe out. But just when you think your leg can't do anymore, then you go, your core hits in and it's like, oh, wait, I can stay for another breath. Take another inhale, one more exhale. And then release the foot to the floor. And then breathe out. Okay, it's your choice. Like you can choose to, because then the other part of the mind goes, well, people don't really have the best intentions, right? And you're like, well, that's what the other part of my mind says. There are a whole bunch of things to pay attention to. And so I think asana really, and this time where we breathe, and ultimately I believe it's your breath and any breath practice you undertake that really kind of calms all those thoughts of the mind, right? We call it chittam. Take an inhale, lift the arms to the ceiling. Fold forward as you exhale. Interlace the hands behind the back again, stretch open the front of the chest. Exhale and fold. Hands to shins, lift up halfway. Plant the hands, jump, step, or walk back. Feet and your elbows lower all the way or halfway. And then inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale, hips to the sky. And take a breath in. And then breath out. All right, one more inhale. And now exhale, you're gonna come to your knees. We'll bring the knees together and the feet just slightly apart. We're gonna sit the hips back between the heels for Virasana. Now, I like to use a block here just to help my knees and ankles. So you can bring a block underneath your hips if you like. Knees together, feet slightly apart. You're gonna place the hands to the tops of the thighs and lift up through the crown of the head. Now we're gonna do a round of mental alternate nostril breath, okay? So watch as you breathe and take an inhale through both nostrils and exhale through both. Now inhale, watch your breath rise through the left. Exhale, see it descend through the right. Inhale, it rises through the right. Exhale through the left. So that's it, right? Inhale again through the left. Exhale through the right. And so here's kind of the example. Clearly your breath is moving through both nostrils. But you can attune yourself to the energy of your breath, to what we call prana shakti. And sense how it can rise with your attention of the mind through one nostril and then down through the next, or the opposite. And then inhale through that one and exhale through its opposite. Just do like 2 more rounds. And remember, a round, inhale left, exhale right, inhale right, exhale left. Then the next time you exhale through the left nostril, can let that be the completion, and you'll inhale through both. And exhale through both. Come out of your knees now just by walking your hands forward. And pause. Go ahead and extend the right leg back, kind of rotate the ankle around one way and then the other. Bring the heart, kick back through your heel, lift the heart forward and up, and then exhale, pull the knee into the chest and round the back. Inhale, extend the leg. And exhale, pull in. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale in. Now reach the right leg behind you on your inhale breath. Bend your knee, exhale. Release the left arm forward, inhale, and then exhale, sweep it back behind you and capture your right foot in your hand. Wow, hang on in center there. Gaze to the earth. We'll gently start to lift the gaze forward. Ground down equally through your right hand and your left shin, left foot. Take another inhale. One more exhale. Release the right leg, left arm. Exhale it to the floor. Good. Extend your left leg back. Pause, rotate your foot around in a circle. One way and then the other. Good. And now take an inhale, stretch back through your heel, lift the heart. Exhale, pull the knee in. Take your time. Inhale, extend. Good. Exhale and pull in. And one more time. Exhale in. Reach the leg behind you, then inhale. Bend your knee, exhale. Extend the right arm forward as you breathe in, and then sweep it back behind you, maybe capture the foot. Breathe in and out. Good. Gradually, once you have your foot, start to expand. But remember that comes from contraction. So pull the navel in and press down into the earth. And then let all that contracting, kind of stabilizing, rooting, open you and lift you up into the heart, and your gaze comes forward. Take another inhale, stabilize the breath as best you can. Release the arm and leg on your next breath in. Exhale the hand and the knee to the floor. Ooh, cat and cow, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale and round. Again, inhale. And exhale, round. Good, awesome. One more time, inhale. And exhale, round back. Come back to neutral spine. Walk the hands back to the knees. Lift the arms to the sky. Exhale the hands to the heart, hands to the hips. Step one foot forward and then the other. Okay, this is our last little piece. We're doing okay? It's a little juicy. All right, so we're gonna shift the weight into the left foot, and we're gonna bring the right leg up again. Okay, I'll have you interlace your hands behind your thigh, or if you wanna try it without, that's okay too. But remember that it's not, there's not one that's better than the other. Just is what feels best for you to align body, breath, and mind. Right? It's really such an internally personal practice that's similar to as we contract, we expand, right? As we pay more attention to our own self and our own needs, it automatically feeds the whole. Now you're gonna take one more breath in, bend your right knee now, reach it back behind you, and grab your right foot with your right hand, bring your left hand to your hip. Now lift up into the front of the chest, and on your exhale, kick your right foot back into the hand and stretch the heart forward. I love to get a little bend in my left knee here. It helps me kind of feel the center of gravity in the navel. Now push back through your foot and lift your foot with your hand and your hand with your foot. Breathe in and out. Maybe that left arm extends forward, but keep the energy or the focus right here at your torso, your navel, your heart. Take another inhale, press down and kick up, lift into the front of the chest. One more exhale. Ooh, inhale, come to stand. And then exhale, release the foot. Now just whoosh, let it wash through you. And stand steady. To me, the power that these postures unleash is so incredibly humbling. It's there's a part of me that's I didn't know that was in there. and whatever that is, I bow because it's very powerful. That's Kundalini. And this is what we work through our practice to awaken, so that we go, oh, this difficulty or this challenge that's happening right now is just a moment in time. The struggle that is around me and filling the world right now is a drop in the bucket. Right? If I remember the great cosmic forces. Take another breath in and another breath out. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So shift the weight into the right foot. Ground down through that right foot, lift the left leg up and off the floor. Then we extend the left leg. Remember, the hands can come behind the back of the thigh. And breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. So we want to awaken these cosmic forces in a balanced and steady way, in the most aware and awake way we can, so that it doesn't come out and empower the things that we're looking to actually transcend beyond. Take another breath in and then exhale. Let's bend the knee. Reach back, capture your foot. Right hand to the hip. Okay. Stabilize the balance. Bend your right knee just a little bit and then inhale into the heart. And as you exhale, kick your foot back. So you're doing both. Lift your foot with your hand and kick your foot into your hand. Use your breath. Right? Each time you inhale, press down and lift into the heart. Press into the foot and the arm. And each time you exhale, expand the heart forward. Maybe that right arm extends forward, but you reach through the front of the chest. Keep kicking the foot back behind you, lift it up. Just go for it now. Take another inhale. One more exhale. And then inhale all the way back up to center. And then exhale, just pause. Stand in front of it strong and steady. Good, arms to the sky. Inhale, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Plant the hands, jump, step, or walk back. Lower all the way or stop halfway. Up dog or cobra. And then downward dog, exhale. Just breathe in. Take a moment just to reflect. Remember your intention, your prayer in your heart. The work you do here in asana practice does not stand alone. Everything is interconnected, interdependent, interwoven. Take your next inhale and lift the right leg to the sky. And then exhale it through for pigeon. So right knee outside the right wrist. Inhale, pause for a moment, just find again your alignment. Maybe scooch that right foot forward or maybe tuck it in, just depends on the health of the knee. Right? Lift into the front of the chest as you breathe in, and then exhale, walk the elbows forward. Come onto the forearms. And breathe in and out. The more clear we can become, the more we offer that out into the world. When we speak from our center, when we align our words and our actions with our energy and our higher knowing, I think what it does is just put that ripple into the world so that then we can hear what others are saying clearly. I don't know, sometimes that makes me feel very naive. But I think that I would rather be naive and just trust what someone says than constantly look at the world as something that's duping me. It's like the idea that the truth will always rise to the surface. That everything is subservient to the truth. And so through our practice, we are cleansing physically, cleansing emotionally, cleansing spiritually, cleansing mentally. And just enabling and really establishing ourselves in clarity of mind so that we can see the world just as it is. Just take one more breath in, and one more breath out. Good, and then inhale, come back up onto the hands. Ground down through your finger pads, curl that left foot under. Let's lift the hips, stretch the right leg back. You can lift the right leg up, kind of shake it out a little bit, and place the foot onto the floor. Pause for a moment in downward dog and feel the side of the body. It's like what happens, like the metaphor for what happens when you're open or when you're not. Let's lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale and pull the knee through pigeon. Kapotasana. Point that right foot back. Find your posture. Remember, you can scooch that left shin forward or back. Good. Inhale, lift into the front of the chest, and then as you exhale, come down onto the ribs. And this just is like a never-ending journey. A lifelong quest to find and maintain balance and equanimity. To open like a flower. That's the way that the teachings talk about awakening. You can either awaken like a pot breaking or like a flower blooming. A pot breaking is dramatic, right? It catches everyone's attention, and there's this moment of like, oh! A flower blooming is slow and steady and so elegant. And it has the whole kind of reverence of awe instead of, oh. And it's like just one petal reveals another, reveals another, reveals another until you get to this really very amazing center. So may we emulate the beauty of nature, awakening in our own time and in our own way, methodically and systematically. Just take a couple more breaths here. Maybe even sensing the breath opening the hip, right, like that flower. Okay, on your next inhale, come back up onto the hands. Ground down through your finger pads, curl the right foot under, lift your left leg up and back. Shake it out. And then place the foot onto the floor and then just pause here, downward dog. Now let's just let's do a little, well, I'll just tell you. Take an inhale, fill your lungs. Now exhale everything out. Hold the breath out now and pull the belly in and the base of the body in and then draw the chin in. And now release, inhale. Do it again, exhale. Hold the breath out, pull the belly in and up, draw the base of the body in and then the chin in. And do it one more time. Inhale, exhale. Hold the breath out, suck the navel in and up toward the heart. The root will rise and the chin draws in. And then inhale, and exhale. Good, come forward to plank, lower all the way down to the ground. Release the arms by the sides and turn your head to one side and just breathe in and breathe out. Feel your heart beat on the earth. Keep your breath steady. And give thanks. Good. Just another inhale, and then turn your head to the other side. Just one more breath in and deep breath out. And bring your head back to center. And just pause. And then we'll go ahead and turn around and lay on our backs. So you just flip over. And as you come to the floor, just pause. Good. Go ahead and bend your knees. We'll bring them into the chest. Just give yourself a sweet hug. And it's now, it's not necessarily a guarantee. You can rotate your knees around one way or just sway them to one side. Not a guarantee that everything is aligned now, but probably more aligned, or hopefully more aligned than when we first stepped onto the mat. Let's place the left foot onto the floor and extend the right leg to the sky. Interlace the hands behind the right hamstring and just rotate your right foot around. One way and then the other. Now kick up through your heel. On your inhale, spread the toes, and as you exhale, point your toes to the sky. And inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. And then flex the foot on your inhale, stay here. You're welcome to slide your hands up towards your ankle or maybe all the way to the heel. And then just let the weight of your arms kind of draw that leg over. And if you want, extend your left leg onto the floor. You can pick the shoulders and the head up and off the earth and hug the elbows into the shin. You breathe in and out. Try not to tense up the neck, right? Pull the navel in and press down into the ground to lift the shoulders. Take another inhale and another exhale. And then inhale, lower down. Relax that right leg all the way to the floor. And then just pause. So now it starts to happen as, at least, subtly, as we start to get little hits from the wisdom body and bliss body. And there's a moment where we're like, oh my gosh, the world is amazing. Life is beautiful. We see it as a reflection of that beauty within, of the beauty of the cosmic forces that unfold all around us all the time. But then place the right foot to the floor, extend the left leg to the sky, and lace the hands around the left hamstring and rotate your left foot. One way and then the other. Kick up through the heel on your inhale breath, flex the toes, and then exhale, point. Inhale and flex. Exhale, point. Just one more time. Exhale. Flex the foot on your inhale breath. Exhale, pause. And then you can stay or slide your hands up towards your ankle or your heel as far as it will go. Let your shoulders relax down. Maybe extend that right leg or feel free to lift the shoulders and the head from the earth. Hug the elbows in, especially if you're lifting the shoulders. Remember, press the navel in and down. That's it. Relax the shoulders and the neck. Let's take one more breath in, everybody. One more breath out. Good, and then release. Inhale and exhale that left foot all the way to the floor. Just pause for a moment. Let's go Baddha Konasana and Shakti Mudra. So bring the soles of the feet together and the knees apart. And then rest the hands at the lower abdomen in that downward directed triangle. First finger and thumbs to touch. And just breathe in and out. So another little gem from my teacher is, he said, heaven is dropping wisdom all the time. Jewels and gems. But if we're not in balance, it's very hard to see them. Again, it kind of feeds to this whole energy follows thought. And even though, yes, both things exist, this dark quality, these kind of heavy, conflictual things that are happening all the time, but there is also beauty and grace and harmony happening as well. And so maybe just notice and pay attention, like when does the mind move into the noticing just the darkness, and when does the mind move to noticing just the light? Is it correlated or connected to how much sleep you've gotten, or how much water you've had, or who you've surrounded yourself with, or what you've been taking in? And then from that place, how can we balance just a little bit more? There are bound to be times where you'll see and kind of fall into the darkness. But there are also times, of course, where we are rooted and established in the light and the beauty that's all around. Just take one more inhale and one more exhale, and as you're ready, we'll release into Shavasana. Unless, of course, there are any other postures that are calling to you, or any other adjustments that you would like at all. Welcome to adjust the body any way you choose. And then let's just relax everything onto the floor. And let your whole body release. There are things that we can learn, in whatever place we're in. But it requires us to be in that place. So now as the body and the body rests and the breath comes and goes as it chooses and the mind expands,
To me, this is really a powerful place to just reside in wisdom and bliss. To let those drops from heaven just kind of pull and pour through your body. To remember that you are a part of the great unfolding and the whole. The great ocean of consciousness and bliss. Of ananda. And just let everything go. Your whole body relax. Feel your consciousness expand. Go beyond. Beyond the beyond. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhiswaha. 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 begin to bring awareness back to your physical body. Slowly allow your breath to deepen. And gradually move the fingers and toes, move your head from side to side, open and close the mouth. Just, reawaken the physical body. And then bring the arms maybe up and overhead, eventually the knees to the chest, and just give yourself a sweet hug in. And then you can roll to the right or the left, and when you're ready, we'll come back up to a comfortable seat. Take a moment to seal our practice. So now kind of another little scan through your koshas, beginning at the physical body, just noticing how you feel physically. Just kind of watching your breath as it breathes in and out. Notice the mind. And maybe even now a little bit easier to access those more etheric layers, wisdom and bliss. The teachings say, that we are ultimately joy, right? This amazing celebration of life itself. And I know when things are tough and times are hard and there's a lot of uncertainty and unknowing that, residing in joy is like not an easy thing to do. But I think that the more we touch to that, the more we remember that, the more it helps us get through those tough times. And it's not, maybe just for us. It may be that things are going really well for you now. But we are collectively in such an interesting place. And so may we do our work to tap into that inherent and innate joy and bliss that is at the center core of all things, and share that out into the world just a little bit more. So we'll seal our practice. Let's chant a little mantra. Let's chant Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu together. So may all beings everywhere be happy and free. May my thoughts, words, and actions contribute in some way to the happiness and to the freedom for all. And let's chant it through 3 times together. Bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And inhale to the chant. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. So you exhale and just sweetly bow the chin into the chest, and take a moment to honor the love and compassion that lies in your heart and the hearts of all beings, and the teacher that guides our way. And the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank you guys so much for being here today. What an honor, first, always to be your guide. Have a beautiful rest of your day, a wonderful Sunday, and hope I get to see you again soon. Many blessings, much love. See you soon. Or we could just hang out here.
I'm good with that.
Michelle.
Let's stay here.
I know, me too.
Bye, you guys up here. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a great day. Love you.